We'll literally show you the career that you've been wanting to see.
Yes, it is time to experience the nooks and crannies of Korea as if with your own 2 feet on
K-Patch
with Jennifer Jin.
That's right, Jennifer Jin is in the studio and we are ready to show you videos through K-Patch every single week. Gabby saying, phew, I made it in time for K-Patch. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good evening to you all.
I'm glad you made it.
Lucky.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is the segment where if you're watching on YouTube or VLive or on any of the video streams, it's perfect because Jen has filmed in her own time some fantastic videos of Korea to show you.
Perfect is a huge compliment. Thank
No
you.
burden at all, Jen, I promise.
Should I be perfect? Are you pressuring me?
How have you been, Jen?
It's been really great, I believe. You know, it's March, it's the new season, it's spring.
I think it's going to be 11 degrees or so today, which is not too cold.
It's getting much warmer, right?
I do love it, indeed.
So I guess, you know, you just a couple of minutes ago, you asked me why you look quite tired, and which is true. And I figured that I've been doing quite a lot of the organizing work at home, putting my winter clothes back into the boxes, and that took me quite a long time.
Like a big spring clean.
Yeah.
I see.
Do you do that regularly? Like
I try twice a year, to put away the winter clothes and then put away the summer clothes. But I don't know, this past couple of years, I've actually felt really like I can't be bothered. I don't want to sort out my clothes. Like it's just annoying.
Too much?
Yeah, so I just kind of leave all my clothes in the cupboard all year round now. So that's what I'm doing. We're getting some comments here on the stream saying, "Oh, you Peter from Rao, look outstanding, man. Did you change your outfit?" says Stacey. And I promise I don't dress up for Jen when she comes in because she is our resident fashionista, let's not forget. But Benedict saying, is that a hanbok you're wearing? And it's to do with today's theme. One of the listeners actually messaged me last night saying, bring in a hanbok because Jen's filming Hanbok.
Yeah.
So I brought this in. I've never worn this actually. This is the first time I've ever worn this. It's a modern kind of trendy hanbok that
it looks
seen close
fantastic on you, and I'm feeling quite guilty now. I should have worn some hanbok.
No, and I wanted to show the listeners. I wanted to show them this. No, because you're going to show us a video with you wearing it. So I felt guilty that I should be involved as well. The back of this is the stunning aspect of it.
We're seeing a tiger.
Because it's the year of the tiger, right? And that's the shape of the Korean peninsula. Actually, the tiger is doing a kind of pose to look like North and South Korea together. How cool is that?
Very impressive.
Yeah, and I got this just given to me. I don't buy modern hanboks because I never know when I'm going to wear them. But it's kind of a fashion statement, I suppose, if you're so inclined. And there were lots of modern ones that were on display that I saw, so you can wear them in everyday life.
I think it does become a trend. We're seeing more and more various types of modern fusion style Korean traditional clothes. Maybe our seniors might take it differently. Like, that's not hanbok. But still, I think it's a good welcoming trend. Seeing more people wearing hanbok on street.
Yeah, it's a bit loud, this one. For those of you not watching, it's like got gold lining on the sleeves and it's very silky.
Like karate uniform.
It does look a little bit like
Kung Fu
Bruce
style.
Lee, you know, with his kung fu colours, like the yellow and black, a little bit like that. But it's then got the Korean patterns on it. So I don't know. I feel a bit self-conscious wearing this outside, but I feel safe with you in the studio.
Sure.
Before we get to your videos, Jen, today's hashtag is 자영업자 or self-employed. Is that like a correct translation of that? Would you do it another way?
자영업자. Yeah, that'll be pretty
self-employed.
much it. Self-employed.
What does that bring to mind for you, Jen?
So that's a huge category, isn't it? There are people who runs their own farm. They would be part of 자영업자.
I think so.
And we're seeing more and more young people heading back to countryside because of the, economic it's not easy to get a job these days, clearly.
It's
So
too
I've seen
competitive,
some of my
maybe.
friends and
Oh.
my 선배's going back to the countryside, running their blueberry farms or
Really?
like apple farms.
You actually
it's becoming
know some
a trend.
people that have
yeah,
done
not
that?
many, but a couple of them.
That's
and
amazing.
because of the online app services, it's
Uh-huh.
becoming a trend or a huge business.
Do you want to ever do that, Jen? Are you drawn to it at all?
You know, I am a person drawn into many things, and you know, it's not hard to do all that. But I sometimes suggest to my brother because he likes to run such businesses.
Oh, wow.
And you know, my grandfather, he passed away. He used to be a professor, but after he retired,
Yeah.
he raised some fishes in the seaside. And there
Oh,
are
as a
some
business.
many fish business 자영업자들 there as well.
As in like a fish farm kind of thing,
Yeah.
selling the fish.
Sure, yeah,
Why,
광어.
why did your grandfather do that? Was he a professor to do with like marine stuff?
No, not at all.
Wow.
He was in the pharmaceutical department.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, somehow he ended up doing that during his late lifetime.
I feel that lots of Korean people, when they
Yeah.
retire from their full-time jobs, there maybe isn't the pension system there, or maybe they're just bored, and a lot of them do like chicken restaurants or cafes or something like that to keep them going and maybe make a bit of money. Let's get into today's topic because many of you really excited,
Yes.
it seems, with the hanbok. Stacey's saying that should be in a museum, Peter's hanbok. No, I'm keeping it. I'm not being put in a museum either. So we're going to be doing not just like me randomly wearing my own hanbok. It's like an experience we're looking at today, Jen.
Oh yeah. So this time, guys, I happened to try out hanbok myself wearing on the street near the Gyeongbokgung Palace, which is the main palace in Seoul. Let's
Okay.
check it out.
We've got the traditional wall there as well.
Yes, this is the wall surrounding the Gyeongbokgung Palace.
Is that you?
Actually, I was in the car.
Oh, that's just random
I
people in
filmed some
hanboks.
people on the street. And
Nice.
this was the place where I rented the hanbok. And there you can see a long lined up of hanboks.
It's packed full of
Full,
traditional
isn't
Korean
it?
clothes, isn't it?
And there were a lot of foreign visitors as well. They're doing their hair.
Even in these times, there's some foreign visitors.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that surprised me too. I was first worried if I could see some people because of the
Yeah.
pandemic. But I went there on the weekend and luckily I've seen some people. And these you're seeing the premium clothes, which
Oh.
is much more close to traditional classic ones.
Ah, like in the palace, perhaps,
Yes,
with
so
the
if
gold
you-
inlay.
Right. If you want to try Korean classic style, I
Yeah.
suggest you guys to go for the premium ones. And there are some accessories like hairbands, hats, bags.
Those hats I often see in the saguks, like the king
Right.
or someone close to the king is wearing them.
Right.
Wow.
And this is the outfit we went for.
Oh, that
And my
looks
mom,
really good.
she tried the queen version, the classic style.
So are these all for rental, not to be sold?
No, it's
Okay.
for 2-hour rental service.
So you've got a very big pink flowing skirt there.
And I went for more of a fusion style.
Uh-huh.
But I tried to pick as traditional style as possible.
And they do your hair as well.
My hair, if you pay 5,000원, which is about how much is it?
$3, $4?
Yeah, $3-4. Then you get this hair.
Wearing hanbok and walking on the street,
It's the first time you've done this.
Yes.
and it feels really refreshing.
It was so impressive moment.
So you're near the
This-
palace.
Yeah.
That makes it a little bit more normal, right? Because let's let the listeners know it's not common to like wear hanbok to the office and things
No.
like this, right?
No,
People might look at you
unfortunately.
and ask, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, I mean, for some reason, I guess for Koreans, hanbok is just for special occasions these days, like on wedding days.
Yeah.
I did wear one on my wedding.
Oh, nice.
That was like a couple of years back.
I'm assuming you
And
also
never since
wore
then.
a traditional like Western style as well at your wedding, like a white wedding dress and
Yeah.
a hanbok, right? So yeah, even at the wedding, it's not necessarily the whole time you're wearing the hanbok, right?
Usually, we have a wedding ceremony time, and then we have this 패백실 time where we wear the traditional hanbok then.
Yeah, afterwards,
But it's
right?
more like a private event, though. Only your
Yeah.
family members are in a room.
You know, that even thinking about it now is a little sad because yeah, Hanbok is our traditional attire here. Why
Yeah.
are we wearing the Western style of white wedding dress for the main ceremony? Why
Yeah.
don't we wear the Hanbok for the main ceremony? And then at the pebek, let's wear a suit or something like that.
Right.
That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? But I think we've gone too far down that road already. We've got lots of messages here, and Gabby saying, how on earth do you pick a colour? There's so many hanboks to choose from, and they're all beautiful. Steve saying, wow, hanboks for most of the social classes as well. So the people working at that place, that's just a shop near the palace, not linked
Just right
necessarily
in
to it.
front of the palace, really. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think they are linked somehow, but you have to know that a couple of years back, since then, the government is supporting these businesses by letting those hanbok renters enter the palace free. So the entrance fee is free.
So that's encouraging people to do it, therefore helping those
Sure.
businesses as well. We'll get into more of the details, including the costs, etc., in part 2. Send us in your photos of traditional attire in your country as well. And we'll be back after Momoland's Bam! We're back for part 2 of K-Patch, talking all about Hanbok. And some of you, including Jen, might be confused about why we played Momoland's Bam. If you know the music video, it's packed full of Hanbok, and we're going to do that for the next couple of songs as well. K-pop music videos, which might not talk about Hanbok, but if you watch the music videos, you'll see why. Got listeners from Ecuador. Jung Deni is on board saying, hola, my name is Daniela, and also Mohammed Ridwan from Indonesia. Good to have you here. Tell us about your country's national attire as well. We've got so many messages here. Tropic Girl saying, I figure the hanbok makes you feel more beautiful, elegant, and you might walk taller, Jen.
Taller.
Did you feel
with
like that?
your heads up like that.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, I did. I feel like being a little girl again because having that
Oh.
braided hair,
Yeah.
you know, that gives you that young girl image.
And I saw those foreign tourists that you filmed just briefly. They had something like covering the bottom of their plait, like some
Yeah.
material over it.
That's we call it tengi. It's
Tengi.
a Korean traditional ribbon.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. That looked cool. You didn't have that in your hair, though, right?
I did
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yeah, you might check it out on my part 2 video.
I'm looking forward to it. Steve also says, Jen, do they have hanboks for the common peasants as well?
Well, thank you for the great question. So you know there are 2 types of hanbok, 예복 and 평상복.
Okay.
예복 is simply for special occasion. 평상복 is for ordinary occasion. Like basically it's an attire for everyone, including
Okay.
those peasants, the queens.
Do you know what I'm curious about? Because he said peasants. I'm thinking now of dramas like Kingdom, where you have the real peasants, you know, and they're just in really plain white kind of just cotton. Like, and I don't ever see anyone wearing that in like Cheonju or Gyeongbokgung
yeah.
Palace or anything like. I don't think it's as popular because it's not very fancy.
Yeah, you know, actually, Koreans, we call ourselves like 백의 민족. 백 means white, 의 means attire.
Yeah.
Like you said, the white attire has been, for a long time, has been our ordinary hanbok.
Yeah.
But we are using this term hanbok relatively pretty recently from late 19th century where we started to have this Western culture coming in.
Okay.
And then we've been starting to differentiate our clothes with the other country's clothes. And until then, you know, as you said, there aren't that many kinds of decorated hanbok. It was basically white attire. But now we're seeing more and more elegant, fancy style,
Yeah.
fusion style hanbok.
That's a good point, isn't it? Before, like, Western influence and people coming in from abroad, I guess they were just clothes. They weren't Korean clothes. It wasn't hanbok. It was just bok, I suppose. Silver Granny also saying, can you buy the material that hanboks are made from by the yard? Because I'd love to get my hands on some and try and make things from them.
Oh,
I think, like, at places like Dongdaemun, they do sell a lot of the fabrics.
they do.
I don't think there are many young people these days who buy the fabric and make it themselves, but I think
No.
you could
Yeah.
if you wanted to, Silver Granny. Yeah.
You can actually. I remember seeing one of these episodes on the television where they introduced these people, handcrafters, who decorate hanbok, and they have this not a certificate, but they are culture-wise protected by the government.
Oh, wow.
Because they have these rare skills.
Nice.
And they work at those traditional markets, not only in Seoul, but in other rural areas.
Oh, that's pretty cool, isn't it? In terms of some chat about the hanboks, I think this is a good thing to tell people. I see it on the script, Jen. If you're wearing a hanbok, you have to be aware that they maybe aren't the most convenient in the fact that they have no pockets, right?
Yeah, that's one of the characteristics
What do you
of
do with your
hanbok.
phone?
So these days, it's recommendable to wear a bag, surely.
Okay.
But we do have this outcoat called 두루마기.
두루마기.
두루마리, sorry.
두루마리, okay.
And I think they have a pocket for that one, but for the hanbok inside, no
Okay.
pockets.
Yeah, when I was given this hanbok that I'm wearing right now, which doesn't have any pockets, oh no, it does actually. Oh wow, I just
so
found
it's
the
a
pockets for the first time.
Modernized fusion hanbok.
There you go. Yeah, that's definitely a sign that it's fusion. But they did have a long turumari that they said I could choose, and that had some big pockets in the side, but it looked a bit plainer.
But you have to know that according to the 문화재청, the culture foundation, to get in the palace free, it says that you can wear classic style hanbok and just kind of modern style. It's fine with it. But funny thing was that they stressed that only wearing the 두루마리, the overcoat, wouldn't let you guys go in. They wouldn't consider it as hanbok.
You've
with
got
only
to have
두루마리.
the inners as well. Because a turumari you could just put over any clothes, right? Like a tracksuit or something like that. Why don't we talk, just before we get to your second video, a little bit about the hanbok kind of vocabulary, right? So I mentioned you wearing the big pink skirt. That's just known as chima?
That is the skirt in Korean, chima. And on top of it, we call it 저고리. Both men and women wear 저고리. In English, you can just say Korean jacket.
Okay, yeah. Because I remember my dad, he didn't learn hardly any Korean. He could say 맥주 주세요, like give me a beer, and he could say chima 저고리.
Oh.
I don't know why he knew how to say that, but he knew the different parts of the hanbok from my mum and said she looked beautiful when they got married. She did actually wear a hanbok for her wedding dress, like the main event, because that was in the 80s. But then what about, do you know, I know this isn't on the script, but do you know what the men's bottom is called? Because that's not skirt.
It's just pants, 바지.
Just 바지.
Yeah.
바지
바지랍니다.
and 저고리 is the top part of it. Is this is kind of a 저고리, I suppose? If it's not a turumari, it kind of looks like a 저고리, but not like a traditional one.
It looks more close to 저고리. Because
Okay.
두루마리s are long, cover your knees.
Like think of a trench coat or something like that. And the fee for this, you said you're getting free to the palace, but you have to pay the rental fee, right?
Yeah, so it costs 10,000, 10,000 won, which is like $8 for ordinary outfits. If you want to go for more premium, which means looks like more traditional classic style, it costs twice. It's 20,000 won for 2 hours.
2 hours, you get to wear that, I guess, look around the palace and then come back and give it back. So your mum went for the premium one.
Yeah, she went for the queen version.
And yours is an ordinary one.
Yeah, because we wanted to show you more traditional style.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be depending on your taste, but seeing those modern style alone sometimes makes me feel a bit sad,
Sure, that it's changed so much, right? Okay, so in the second picture, are we going to go into Gyeongbokgung Palace?
Yeah, we are going to go in right through Gwanghwamun, which is the entrance gate of the palace.
Oh, it looks like a lovely day.
Is
I
Gwanghwamun.
am in front of the Gwanghwamun, which is the entrance gate of the Gyeongbokgung Palace. And
can see
I'm
the
seeing
guards
these
there.
People wearing the costume over here. It looks really fancy and cool. Regularly, they do this performance. You might want to check out those performances.
Oh,
it's really
they're
cool.
doing
Yeah.
like the changing of the guards.
No, they're
Right
holding
now.
these flags with
Wow.
the musical instruments.
Look at it.
And I was
Nice.
lucky to capture this moment. They were just about to start the performance.
Have they got masks on as well? They have, haven't they?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
and this
good.
is the puk, the drum that they're playing. And this, I was going through
Wow.
Gwanghwamun.
Look at that
Beautiful day,
scene.
wasn't it? And you're seeing a lot of people with the dresses.
Yeah.
Most of them are women,
So guys,
girls,
if you
beautiful.
wear hanbok, tickets are free.
And I'm so
Yay.
happy about that.
They're not that expensive usually as well,
No,
right? But
no.
still,
Yeah.
there are lots of people wearing hanbok.
What?
Like Koreans and foreign
Yeah.
tourists.
There were couples, young girls.
Are you still wearing your jeans underneath as well?
Yeah.
Lovely.
As you can see here, I'm wearing this cashmere. So there are ways to enjoy this. Still stays warm. You can also borrow the mangto. So yeah, give it a shot.
Yeah, as you just said, I was wearing the jeans and I was wearing the cashmere. At first, when we were planning on filming this theme, I was really worried if I could ever film this and find anyone on the street wearing hanbok alone.
Sure.
But it's better to consider as the skirt as windshield, 바람막이.
And you've got
It was
some
much
kind of
warmer
trousers
than I thought.
inside.
Yeah, everything in it.
I guess in the summertime, you might just wear it like the traditional way
Yeah.
without anything inside. But in the winter, you can still be nice and warm if you get a bigger size, I suppose. And at the very end
Right.
there, what did you say you could wear as well? The mangto?
Oh, the mangto I rented from the rental service shop.
What's that?
Mangto is what you have it on top of the chogori. I was wearing the white one,
Oh, it was a bit furry.
furry one.
Oh, so it's like a
Yeah.
little cape almost.
I'm not sure that is the classic style Korean hanbok though. We rarely see that kind of style.
Yeah,
But it was really comfortable.
don't think I remember that from like the saguks, the historical films or the dramas. We'll get to some of your pictures as well, guys. So send in your traditional attire and any questions you have about the hanbok experience, about hanbok in general as well. Send it in now. This another track where the music video features hanbok. It's Wanus with Luna or Wolha Min. If you're loving the music or disliking the music as well, you can have your say. Request any songs you like that are Korean for today, but also Sunday's edition of the show has a much higher chance of being played. So let us know the artist name and the song title. Lots more messages to read, but just quickly, in terms of that mangto, which I guess means cape in English, that's
Yeah.
maybe, like you said, the modern style that you got, the furry one.
That is the modern style outfit that we actually see in our ordinary days. But it's good to know that in a traditional format, there is what's called 장옷.
장옷.
Yeah, 장옷 for females, like an overcoat, and 두루마기 is for the male.
So that longer overcoat that I was picturing from before, that's just for the male attire, right? One interesting quirk that I've seen, definitely when I went to Jeonju, which we've talked about having a Hanok village there, is that many boys were wearing female hanbok, like just for fun.
Yeah.
And they were like, had this fake wig hair on.
Oh, really?
I saw lots of them, like not just one or two. I was like, what is going on? And it's interesting. And I did remember hearing somewhere that there was a place, a traditional Korean location you could get in free with hanbok, but they wouldn't let you go in with the wrong gender's clothes, which, I don't know, in this day and age kind of sounds a bit dated, and I wonder if they've changed that policy. But I suppose that's an option if you want to do it for fun, I suppose. We've also got some messages here. Stacey saying, you look amazing, Jen, in white and pink. I think I'm going to start crying seeing you like this. And also Ms. Andriani saying, I rented hanbok several times in Korea at some different places, besides near to Gyeongbokgung, also in Insadong and at Namdaemun Market. But I think I never rented or wore one in Indonesia, where I'm from. We have so many. Each province has their own traditional clothes. And when I was a student, I had to study and remember those. Do you learn about hanbok in school, Jen, when you were little?
In school. Yes, we do.
Like the names for the
Yeah.
top and the bottom
I
and
think
things
I
like that.
learned when I was in the primary school early years, though.
Okay.
Not in the middle school.
It's not like a deep dive into the
No.
subject or anything like that. Yeah, I'm thinking about the UK, and I don't know, if you said what's the traditional attire,
Yeah.
I've no idea.
Really?
Like,
'Cause,
what
you
is
know,
traditional British clothing?
have you heard about kilt?
Yeah, from
Scottish
Scotland.
kilt? Is that the traditional attire?
Yeah, for Scottish families and clans, but
Yeah.
being from London and England, there's nothing similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have worn a kilt
Interesting.
many times as well because I went to a Scottish Boy Scouts group.
Oh.
It's really comfortable. Like wearing a
skirt,
skirt,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
is freeing,
Do you
right?
guys wear like
You wear
pants inside.
apparently traditional
Leggings.
Scottish things, and if you
Yeah.
watch Braveheart, you'll see it. They don't wear underwear.
Oh.
Like you just let it all hang out free
I
and easy.
remember when they were having this war scene.
Yes, and they lift up their kilts. I wonder if that's real. Nurse says, I'm sure many people have tried out that hanbok, and I wonder if they disinfect them after returning them. That's a good question for COVID times. I hope so.
Hopefully. Yeah, it was so packed. The
Yeah.
shop was entirely packed.
Absolutely. We've got some interesting things to show you on the screen here, Jen. What is this all about?
So, we've been talking how this hanbok trend is becoming bigger and bigger, and I did some research, and I figured that, since 2016, they have this annual hanbok festival,
Okay.
종로 hanbok festival.
Wow.
And they held it last year from October 9th to October 24th, and hopefully this year as well. I
That's
want to
cool.
check it out.
To just celebrate the hanbok. 종로 is a good area from my experience because there's the market there. I think it's the 중앙시장, maybe, the central market.
Yeah, that's the biggest market in Korea.
They have foods and stuff, but they also have lots of hanbok vendors there. Me and my wife got our wedding hanboks from there.
Oh,
Like
nice.
you go and you choose the colors and then they make it for you. They measured me up and everything. And it wasn't that expensive. I mean, it wasn't cheap, of course, but maybe $200-ish each, maybe, or $150 each. So about 30만 원 in total.
Oh.
Yeah, which wasn't too bad, right?
So nice.
Yeah, and they packed it up for us. They gave our mothers one as well for an extra cost. It was
That's
really
so
good.
sweet. And you might want to know what you can expect to see in the festival. Well, they have this singing performances, and of course, some of the vendors that sell hanbok and other traditional culture-related activities. And this,
Wow.
you're seeing the picture, the photo, where we're seeing women
choir.
singing.
That's nice, isn't it?
Probably 아리랑.
Probably,
that, yeah.
yes. Not dedicated to the radio station, unfortunately. That's our traditional song. We got some posts from our listeners, and we'll start off with this one from Jacoby in Malaysia, who says, Good morning, Peter, Jen, and the Daily K team. Jarl was wearing a Chinese traditional clothing at his school's Lunar New Year celebration because he's mixed and he doesn't look Chinese. That's why sometimes he would be asked to model for school photos. That is lovely, isn't it?
he?
And very,
So cute.
very different from the Korean hanbok you can see there.
Yeah.
Because we had that controversy with China that we've talked about a little bit, but you can see this kind of clothing really doesn't bear much resemblance to the
Yeah, that looks
chogori.
very Chinese to me with the
Yeah.
red color, because in hanbok we don't wear full red
Yeah.
costume.
I
Beautiful.
must apologise. For my wedding one, I asked for red because I'm an Arsenal fan. My football team wears red. And so he was like, we don't usually do that, but I'll do it for you for special. So mine is bright red.
Wow, you were the the king. 'Cause usually the kings wore the
That's my
red
nickname
costume, right?
on the show as well, King Peter. So it all makes sense. You've got something from North Carolina there, I think.
Yeah, from Silver Granny. My country, the U.S., doesn't have an official national costume party because we are a country of immigrants. But I offer tonight the native Cherokee national
Oh,
costume. We have a
wow.
large reservation where a lot of Cherokees of the Eastern Band live. I hope I pronounced it right, though. Is it
Yeah,
Cherokee?
Cherokees.
Okay, thank
That's
God.
some of the
Now that
Native
looks
Americans, right?
Fantastic, isn't it? With the feathers.
The big feathers, the big kind of necklaces they've got there. And I'm amazed and really glad that they have that reservation there. I know there are some critics of reservations saying it's kind of like having a zoo for native people, but giving them some land that they deserve, obviously, it was their land before, and celebrating their culture. Wonderful stuff. Thank you for sending that in, Lynn.
you.
I wasn't expecting that from the US, to be honest. Ing Yin has sent in this as well, saying, here is some of my stuff from Gyeongbokgung Palace, actually. I wore some hanbok there. That's Ing and her mother. Wearing something similar to your mum, it looks like. Is that almost exactly the same?
same, isn't it? The red chogori and the blue skirt.
Oh, wow. And that's at Gwanghwamun Square, just at an experience booth. And then your sister together wearing that. And apparently you still had to get a ticket at that time to go into Gyeongbokgung Palace. Like Jen said, it was introduced in recent years, right? And then this is you in a cheongsam or a chipao. And in recent years, there is the tradition of wearing a hanfu, which is the ancient Han Chinese attire. And I bought one. Oh, wow.
Wow, that looks very modern, isn't it?
Yeah, what you're wearing there.
One-piece dress.
The DDP really does look
Beautiful.
good, doesn't it? And then we've also got one, I believe, from Siska in Indonesia, a video of some of your Hanbok experiences rented at shops like you mentioned earlier, Gyeongbokgung, Insadong and Namdaemun markets, and with many other friends there, and even a little boy in a king's outfit I saw there.
So sweet.
And in some cases, little hats for women as well, I see there.
Yeah.
With UNITA. Is that traditional as well? I think I
It
might have
is,
seen
actually.
that. Yeah.
But I think for the hats, we mostly wear it on special occasions, like wedding or some party.
Yeah, producer saying a lot of the time it is the kids that are wearing those. I remember from my Doljanchi sajin, my 1-year birthday,
Yeah.
I've seen the photo many times. It's this black little hat with a big point on
The
the
hood.
top. Yeah,
Yeah.
with the hood coming down over the back, which I remember in historical dramas like The Crown Prince when he was little would wear as well. That's kind of cool, isn't it? There is one more from Raul here as well, saying gaucho is the denomination used to name the characteristic inhabitants of the plains in Argentina, I believe. He was identified by his condition as a skilled horseman or by his links with the proliferation of cattle in the region. And these are some of the traditional attires we're seeing. The hats look really interesting here. Not quite like a cowboy hat. And wow.
Wow.
What's going on?
Is that a skirt?
I don't know.
he's wearing?
It does look like a long kind of robe
Yeah.
attire. And then the last picture, a more modern get-up with lots of cool...
Aw.
Those hats are like giant berets almost. What are they called,
Very
Raoul?
colorful.
Do let us know. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. This is what we
Yeah.
love
Wow.
about this corner, hearing about cultures from all over
Right.
the world. Jen, as ever, thanks so much for taking these videos.
Likewise. I hope you all liked it.
And we'll see you next Thursday.
Have a great day.
Jen's also got a video on this as well about the Hanbok in it, I believe. Blackpink's How You Like That.